Is a tremendous soil for growing Grenache, which is a combination of red slate, red clay, and chalk. Red slate especially is ideal soil for growing the Grenache grape. This grape kind of on its own has this raspberry white pepper character to it. It has this little kick of pepper spice to it, and they generally get alcohol. This is a light version we're trying, but Grenache is known to normally get alcohol. Most of the good Grenache you get here is at least 14.5 in alcohol. Here's what good soil looks like, actually, for growing grapes. That's pure broken slate and red clay and chalk. And you can see these things coming right out of here because it forces the vines to the roots to dig very deep to find water and nutrients. There's almost no rain here as well. So what that does to the finished grape is give you more cut, more elegance, and more complexity. You get more deep complexities from the soil flavors when these roots have to dig down so far. They also have a wealth of old vines. That's 95-year-old Garnacha right there, which is standing about that tall. You can see the grapes are going to come from about 5 places on this plant and produce super intense Grenache. This same winery makes an all 95-year-old Grenache called Aquilon. It's a monstrous version of this. But what we're going to try here is, as far as I'm concerned, the most ridiculous value in the whole portfolio, Vina Borgia, which is made by these people who are Garnacha specialists. They make all levels of this. This particular wine is sourced from down on the hill, down further the slopes where it's a little chalkier soil, but it's 100% Grenache with no oak. This is pure Grenache from the soil with no man messing around with it with oak treatment. If you oaked this wine, you would ruin it. This wine is supposed to be crisp, clean, and when you do stainless steel fermenting and stainless steel aging, you have very little oxygen in contact with the wine, which means you keep the aromas, keeps very aromatic, and the acids stay very high. So it's crisp, clean, food-style wine. This is something that, since I don't have any Pinot Noir besides my Rosé Sparkling to work with, I generally end up using my Grenaches like this in place of Pinot Noir in a lot of pairings, whether it's red wine fish, which they do a lot of in Spain, but particularly salmons and tunas, but fowl dishes like duck and squab and quail, and the famous thing of Spain, the smoked and cured hams, which we got to, traveling with Jorge, you get to see the best that there is in the world. This guy actually is just the chef at Borsal, so he's not the guy who makes this ham. But this particular producer is called Joselito, and it's not in the U.S. yet. If it does, I mean, that's probably a $500 leg of ham that he's carving right there. He has about a 5-year waiting list with futures on these pigs from this particular place. But they are all free-range acorn-fed pigs, and the acorn, the fat that develops from the acorns melts at room temperature. So when you lay this out, it just starts to melt across the plate. And you put it on your tongue and it melts off the side of your tongue. It's the most amazing ham you'll ever try in your life. But that's one of the pairings that's nice with this type of wine as well. Whenever we go to Bodegas Borsal that makes this wine, we will always have some of this ham. In fact, once we get here, we pretty much start seeing this ham show up at every wine week because Jorge always eats like crazy. In fact, that's actually what kills me on the trip is the eating. It's not the drinking.